Let's go. Everybody tap the screen share the live. It's all positivity in this fucking bitch. Let's go. I'm tired of this. You know, I kept everything private. But if you're going to talk shit, I'm going to talk it back, right? Let's go.
Well, that was
I'm going to be
aggressive.
honest. Yeah, I know. I'm just tired of people talking shit and not telling the truth, right? Let's not lie. Let's not lie and pretend everybody else was in the wrong. Let's not do that. Let's be honest.
Can you mod
right?
Andrea when you get a minute?
Yeah, I'm driving, so
Yeah.
it'll take a minute.
Yeah.
Listen, tap the screen, share the live. Oh man. What's up, Rodeo?
Rodeo.
Listen, if I listen. First of all, I want to clear up that I never had a fucking leader. Okay? Corey was not a fucking leader. Either was Sassy, but we always made a joke. It said Corey and it was the leader and Sassy was the co-leader. Nobody was a fucking leader. Nobody. Like that is the weirdest fucking statement ever that I've heard today. Corey was the leader of what? So Corey told us what to do? I don't think so. Not a fucking hope in hell would he tell me what to do. I mean, maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe others thought of him as a leader. That's a weird statement. Just like I'm not a fucking leader. I don't tell you what to do, where to go, who to talk to, who to be friends with, where you can sit, where you can't sit. I don't do that. I don't kick people out because they're sitting somewhere else because that's ignorant. For what? Because you're pissed off and your feelings are hurt? Get over it. Grow up. Be a fucking adult. You have a disagreement and you talk about it. You don't go on a fucking live and kick people out and ban them from chats because you're pissed off. Let's grow up.
For the record, because I know Sassy. Please do not let what Savage says about you being a liar come true. Because you did not kick me out of that group. I left. Not because I was choosing sides, but the infighting and the, the gotta go for the jugular, all this other shit. I've been through that before with somebody, and I want to know part of it. Wanted nothing to do with it. I am not entitled to know about people's real life friendships or have any input in it. That infighting was getting crazy, and I left. And you should know because you snapped me 2 hours after I left about Diddy articles about what was going on. And Pablo and Russian also snapped me to ask me if I was okay and why I left. And I both told them because the infighting was getting insane. People were being paranoid. The conspiracy theories and this, that, and, been through that with Nicole. I'm not going through that shit again. When I see people moving funny, shit going sideways, I just move myself to the exit. So do not lie, Sassy. Don't do that.
Thank you to whoever gifted me. I gotta stay muted. That baby's loud.
Give me 2 seconds.
Not Spicy Baby being loud.
Mouth, Bradley. She running around the house playing tag. Do you hear her? Oh, she tricked you. Girl, put your... Ace, leave it. Come here. He can play. Come here. Papa can play. Come here. Come here, guy. She just playing. See? I told you it's loud. She running around the house growling. You're okay, dude.
Listen, hold on, mute for a sec, Rodeo Mom.
Okay, hold on.
I also have something else to clear up. Monster, man. I didn't take Brad. Listen to me. He, like others, messaged me on my inbox and said they were really upset that we were fighting. They were really upset to see us arguing. And I said, listen, you do not have to choose. You can stay there, stay here, sit in both. I don't care. But that's the difference. I didn't take Brad. Brad chose to leave. It's not my fault. What do you mean take Brad? He's not a possession. He's a person. He has a mind of his own. He can decide what he wants to do. He's not being spoke of.
I wasn't dealing with y'all's bullshit that y'all got going on.
Let me make this fucking clear once again. I absolutely made a second chat when I was accused of it. I've always had a chat with Karma and Leanne. I made a second chat and I added Rodeo Mom and I added Karma and people started adding in from there. And now we have a chat and it's a big chat. You're absolutely right. None of your business who's in it. But people that are tired of the fighting, tired of the bullshit, people are being tired of being told where to go and who to talk to, being kicked out of groups because they speak to me. That's ridiculous.
I'm not
And
gonna
Monster,
lie.
you sat there and cried and whined and said, oh, you promised to never leave me? When I got kicked out of that chat, did you check on me for 2 days? No, that's when I removed you. If you didn't have enough balls to check on me because somebody told you, oh, listen, the words in that chat were, I removed them. If you got a problem with it, kick rocks. You obviously didn't have any problem with it. No questions asked, right? You had no problem.
And let me
Now
make it
I'm the one that walked away.
make it very fucking clear. I don't give a fuck whose DMs Corey's is in. Just like I never gave a fuck who Kobe's DMs he was in when he was single. Those are two single people consenting. Do I think Corey and at one time Kobe was a fuckboy? Yeah. The witch hunt that happened? No. I was more concerned about our friends having to face a fucking hurricane and what was going on with a couple of them in their real fucking life. I don't give a shit. I'm sorry. I don't know a few of these women that have so far come forward about it. It is not my business to know. The only thing I spoke on is do not make Common Client, Hernandez, or Tiffany a fucking victim because I know the fucking truth about those three. The other women, I don't know who they are. Don't really care. So I'm not going to sit here and keep going on and on and on about shit I really don't fucking know nothing about, nor do I give two flying fucks.
And I'm going to clarify, right? And this is me gaslighting. Remember, I'm gaslighting right now, guys. So be clear. I'm the pro at it. I absolutely said, and everybody agreed in our personal chat. I said, I'm tired of going after Corey. He can't even see it because Corey was a direct hit. He had no Wi-Fi, no internet for. Absolutely said, I'm tired of going after Corey when we got Ashley out here threatening to show one of our friends' faces. Everybody in that chat agreed. Well, until two people jumped in there after I left, and they all turned around and disagreed. It was like a roller coaster. And I said, okay, I'm out. If you want to keep going, then I'll just leave. I stayed in our smaller chat until I got booted out. Booted. Because I had a difference of opinion. So explain to me where I trash talked any one of you. Never. I never fucking did. I never trash talked you, Sassy, at all. I've never had a chat talking shit about you. You're so fucking paranoid about your fucking hatred towards Corey that you're coming at me. I never once talked shit about But you kept going. You booted me out of a chat and wouldn't listen to me. I was gaslighting. Hey, Russian, where's the message from you? Or Michelle, where's the message from you? What my side was and where I was, what I was doing. Nothing. None of you did it. You absolutely listened. I kicked her. If that's a problem, kick rocks. Great. Great. None of you came to me, but I'm supposed to grovel to you? When have you ever seen me grovel to anyone? I don't give a fuck who you are on this internet. I am done with the bullshit. I called out Corey twice in a live. Twice. So don't sit there and say I'm in a private chat. I'm still not talking to Corey. So shut the fuck up and stop making accusations because you look stupid. I still have not talked to. Sure the fuck we're out here telling people I was. That I have a private chat with Corey.
Can I make it clear that Corey is not in any of our chats?
He's not. He's not.
Can I also make it clear that I got booted out the chat because for 3 days, I begged y'all to fix a friendship, a long-term friendship, and I asked, why have you guys preached to me for 6 months that yes, we get into arguments with our friends, but we get into calls and we handle it privately, and we might not like the things that the other person says, but we accept it and we fix things. I asked you guys that, both sides. To be told I was emotionally manipulating people because it hurt my feelings and my heart to see 3 and 4 year friendships end over what?
Well, to be honest with you, that's what I thought was the bigger issue is the friendship aspect of it. That, Corey didn't talk to you guys. Not so much that he was in DMs talking to females, because he is single and they're single. But you guys felt like he disrespected you when you asked him not to talk to this girl, and then afterwards him not like wanting to talk to you. That's what I. But I don't know. Maybe I was wrong. Like, that's why I left the group, because I'm like, all right, this isn't. You guys have real life friendships compared to me being newer, sitting around you guys.
Right, but I said, and numerous other people said, newbies like me, we do not want involved.
Nope.
We like people on both sides. We do not want involved.
I'm going to clear something else up.
Go ahead, EPM.
Here's the next thing I'm going to clear up. Box Lizard. And I'm going to be honest, and I'm speaking for where I'm agreeing some parts. We did not know what happened. We absolutely heard that he was falsely accused over and over and over. I absolutely never seen her side until yesterday. I didn't know. I didn't see it. I didn't know. I absolutely had no idea. I know that others did not have any idea.
I know that I sent receipts of that issue, right, with Box Lizard, to one person back on August the 18th via Telegram. And like always, I said, I sent it, do with it what you need to. That person knew what that meant. It was forwarded to whatever Telegram it needs to be forwarded to so everybody can see it. So it's not that the receipts wasn't given. And I know the next question is going to come. How does she know about it? How did she have them? I modded for Mac. Mac was the one, Mac and Nicole was the ones calling it out. Right? I found it in my Google Drive. And I sent it. Because Corey fought with Box Lizard about this at least once a week. I swear it was once a week. Might have been more about this. They were not friends.
Let's remember where Box Lizard came. Let's not say Corey brought him over either. Let's be honest. Box Lizard, Monster, remember this because you stayed with Maymay with Box Lizard. Let's not forget. Then you left Maymay, then Box Lizard left Maymay. It wasn't Corey who brought him over. It wasn't you either.
Hey, Corey, let me ask you, were you sent those receipts that I sent to somebody? Were they sent to you August the 18th? Well, Stressy Jessie, let me tell you why. Yes, I knew about it, right? But I was also told that a screenshot was had to where the girl said she lied about it. You know, a screenshot within, someone had it within the group. You know what I'm saying? So, it's one against many. All I could do is provide the receipts that I have.
Yeah, I know they're saying that only us knew about it. They're lying.
I knew shit about this. When it was brought up, all Box Lizard would say is I don't want to drag her into this, but I'm gonna go get that live and da-da-da. And then it was dropped, and of course he never sold receipts. Yesterday was the first time I've heard this girl. I don't know who this lady is. I never even really knew anything, the details about it. And it was because Corey live, and I'm glad he had that live so I could hear her tell her story and not other people tell her story, because I knew nothing. I didn't know who originally closed him out. From my understanding of what I got off that live yesterday, that victim, that Chaz girl, said that Nicole is the original one that called him out, and then I guess Matt.
Well, I don't know. The receipt I have, that the live I modded for, it was Mac and Nicole in the box. Right? They had a conversation with Bumpy McBumpin' Pants over there. And then, no, that's the 2-pump chump. That's what that is. Anyways, let me stop. Had him in the box and then dropped him, and then Chaz come up. And then they allowed him in the box with her because she said it was okay. But another reason, Jesse, that I didn't, go live and blast it is because, for one, it's not my story to tell. Okay? And for two, there's nothing like re-victimizing the victim, right? Right?
Like I said, I can't say who knew or who didn't because I don't know. I never heard her story. I have heard about it. We all have. And for anybody to deny that we heard about it is a fucking liar. We all heard about it. All of us. I'm not going to come up here and lie. We all heard about it. We just never heard her side, and he kept telling us that he has a screenshot that says she lied and that it was over with, that it was a false accusation. He kept telling us that.
And
So
he
don't
also
come out
said
here.
that May cleared him. Let's not forget that. He kept reiterating.
Yes, that Mimi cleared him.
Mimi cleared him. And then there's a screenshot. And then it was
You want
dropped.
to know who told us about it? It was Corey.
Right, Chaz. I was going to say that. Chaz is in your comments, EPM. I was going to... What the fuck are you doing home?
Hey.
Where's my grandbaby?
Oh, somebody came home. Huh?
Nope.
I know who that is.
She got a surprise.
Seems like they all did. All here and Sassy. Yes. I'm not going to say we didn't know. Okay, we didn't know the whole story. That's true. That
We knew there were
Monster didn't lie.
accusations. Yeah.
That's right. We heard the Monster didn't lie. We heard the accusations, but we were always told that it was a false accusation. That nothing like that happened. It was. That's what we were told, right? It was absolutely brought up to us. Okay. It was. That's what.
APM, I said today in my live that I said this shit every fucking week or every other week about him. How are y'all going to believe a story and not even know who the fuck Chaz is and never heard her story? Only one person heard her story, and that was Rodeo Mom.
Hi, Tiger. But that's what I mean. None of us, Muncher was being truthful when she said that none of us knew the story. We kept hearing that this accusation was out there. Fox Lizard kept saying, she admitted it was a lie, that she was drunk, that it's a false accusation. We absolutely heard that numerous times, that he was going to bring us the proof. Did we follow up? No, and maybe we should have. Maybe we absolutely should have, right?
Chaz wasn't on the app.
Chaz wasn't on the app. She just told everybody yesterday that she just came back. She was in Iraq. She was in the hospital. She was absolutely not around.
So,
Corey,
when
am I in a
Nicole
private
got
chat
in
with
your-
you?
What?
Are we in a private chat with you?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Have I spoke to you about any of this situation yet?
Nope.
Okay. Because they keep spinning that lie too, right? That I spoke to you, that I'm in a private chat with you, that, I had this planned. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely conspiracy theory 101, right? Stop and think.
Now I want to ask, when Box Lizard got up in that box and said the disgusting things he said, and then Nicole got in the box, did Nicole say that is not the story he told back then when
Yes.
there was a call out, that he changed his story?
Yes, she did.
Okay.
And she's supposed to be, I think she said she was going to go digging through all her recordings and find it and play it.
Now, what surprised me was Banty got up, and apparently he knows this shit. Of course, he's on a kind of a different side of TikTok than we are. So, from my understanding, there's more than one woman, and there's more to all of this.
Okay, I'm back.
I think May May was calling it out a few months ago about some other chick.
Yeah, somebody named
I'm
Wiz.
not gonna scream at you, girl. It's Friday.
Yeah, it's Fuckery Friday. I'm sorry, my son come home. I didn't know he was coming home. My husband did, but I didn't. He surprised me. I apologize.
No, girl, I don't. I didn't even know 4K knew anything about this. Because you have to remember when you and Nicole did your call out shit, scammers and all that other shit. I wasn't a part of your guys' snap groups where you two planning little motherfuckers did your shit.
Hi, April.
All I know is that you would tell the group, we're going live in 10 minutes. And I'll be like, okay.
I knew about it. I did. Corey, did you get a telegram of 2 videos sent to you concerning this situation?
Bro, did you call him out too?
August?
Have I got what?
Did you get a telegram back in August of 2 videos concerning this situation?
I'd have to go look. I don't check Telegram like that.
But I need you to check your telegram.
From you?
The 18th. Not from me, no.
You got to message me from who?
Listen, I've said this 1,000 times. Don't lie on me because I'm going to bring out the truth, right? There's absolutely screenshots of this being sent to people. There's absolutely a story that was out here. I don't know how long ago this story came out. I'm going to say that most of us did not know about it. I'm going to say most because I can't guarantee that all didn't. I can't say that. I didn't know about it, and I'm assuming most of the others didn't. We were waiting to hear the story. We were supposed to get recordings. We never did, but we didn't force it either. We probably should have forced it. We absolutely should have forced it, but we didn't. That's it.
EPM text. I was just told to tell you. I heard in Monster's live today that it was stated that no proof was sent until May sent proof yesterday. I just want to let you know that is not true. I want to let you know that that is absolutely not true. I sent the 2 recordings that I had concerning this situation, where Chaz absolutely told her story to Mac and Nicole because she was holding her own live, ended her live. I don't know why she ended it. It got banned, something. Anyways, her live ended, and she come over to where Mac and Nicole was. I sent proof on August the 18th when it was brought up in a snap call.
Just to clarify, none of us got that. None of us got that proof.
So who called Box Lizard out first? Was it Nicole? Max?
No.
Was it Grow and
No.
Unbreakable?
Chaz?
They're saying that Corey's the original one who called this
Chaz
motherfucker out.
called it out. Chaz called it out her own self.
Oh, she called it.
Jazz
Oh,
called it out. Jazz called it out, and then me and Unbreakable called it out.
okay. So it was never you and Nicole together.
No, I didn't know Nicole.
Okay. I'm so confused. And then Banty also has got called it out and he's got more shit on him because he was in Chaz's live.
I didn't even know Banty then. I knew of him, but I didn't know he was part of it. I calling him out.
Did you like grow up PPM?
Yeah, I don't care. I'm in the middle of something. Hold on.
I'm gonna drop because I don't fuck with her yet my fast.
Yeah, I'll drop right after. I just want to elaborate. Corey's correct. Corey is correct. Chaz, from what I heard, I never met Chaz, but when I heard it from Unbreakable, she was telling me about Chaz coming out with it and how Corey and Unbreakable called it out back then. And then me and Unbreakable got Lizard in a Snapchat group with a bunch of people way before I sat with Nicole. And he came in there, and that's when Unbreakable brought up the STD thing and the incident with Chaz. And at that point, it was just one woman we knew of, right? Just one. Excuse me. So then when I was sitting with Nicole, fast forward after the Unbreakable, I sat with Nicole, and she brought it up right in the beginning of me and Nicole sitting together, and 4K and Nicole were telling me and other people in our group about it. That's why I asked Karmatic if you were there. I really couldn't remember, but it's fine that you weren't. I just couldn't remember. And when Nicole brought it up, she got pissed, and we went into a live, I remember, and she was like, you fucking, you know what, and said what she said. Well, then 4K quietly on the outside was him and Banty both. They were like, wait, please don't say any more, you guys, because we're waiting for everything, all the proof to come. And I don't know if the young lady wants to go to the police or what. So we were told to hold off. So we did. We still would say it in private calls to him, but we wouldn't go live and say it. And you guys probably remember me being in some of those jump chats calling him that. And that's because that's where we got it from. So Corey's correct about that. And as far as just being one woman, he was dating someone named Honey Whiskey when I was sitting with Nicole. And while I was sitting with Nicole, the Honey Whiskey, right at the end of me and Nicole's friendship, I guess that's another person that wanted to speak about some things.
Was that the one that used to gift Nicole all the damn time?
I can't
the
remember.
time.
Yes, I think so, Carmatic. Yes, with the little yellow. Yes, I'm pretty
She
sure.
would always give her gifts, before, Nicole got her big group and does that.
Yes.
But I mean, okay.
Yes. So that they came forward or whatever and talked about that, but it never went public. So that was the last I knew about anything. And then just recently in this current situation, I did hear about 3 other women, but I don't know details. So until I get those details, I know that I'm talking about it with certain people, but I'm waiting to get all the proof and stuff. But yes, as far as you girls, when I was calling him that stuff, when I was sitting with Nicole, and if y'all ever heard me in the lives or jump chats, because Box Lizard would get very mad when I said that. I'm not going to apologize for when I said it. He would get very upset when I would call him that. And he would, get mad, and that's fine. Well, I don't ever remember you girls, ever really knowing about this, though. I know y'all heard the allegations of the rumors, but it's kind of like the other situation. I don't believe those women were coming to you guys or anything. So how would you really, you know what I mean, hear their stories?
Well, why has he been saying that May cleared him?
That part I don't know. You'd have to ask May because I don't believe me and May were even messing with each other at that point, because I know nothing about that. I heard about that the first time just now when I was listening. So I don't know
But
if
he
you share it to her.
absolutely
Y'all want
came
her
into
here, but
our chat and said May cleared him of that. He said it numerous times, so we were like, okay, so
that
it's just
would
a
be a
false
question for her.
accusation.
Yeah.
That's why I said, when Monster said that we knew, but she didn't, listen, that was a conversation in numerous chats, then he kept denying it. No, we never saw her story until yesterday. You're absolutely
I
right.
was under
She's
the impression
absolutely
none
right.
of y'all knew. Yeah, any of the silly girls.
Listen, Jesse, I'm going to answer your question because you was worried, right?
You want to share it to May.
None of the silly girls knew prior to me sending receptacles. It was only hearsay. The receptacles that I sent were not put where they needed to be put. So up until yesterday, nobody knew. Nobody had factual receipts. When I sent them, I assumed that they were going to where they needed to go.
Hi, Soleil.
Didn't. I've always supported the victim, right? With the receipt that I had. Always supported the victim, but she was not on the app. So I didn't have to worry about disrespect or any, she just wasn't on the app. Until Corey said probably about, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago, him and Box Lizard had got into it
Thank you,
in
my
his
son.
call.
Yeah.
And Corey said, well, I'll get Chaz to come back to the app. And then Box Lizard, from my understanding, from hearing Chaz yesterday, Box Lizard messaged her on a different account wanting her to go public and lie. Fix it because it's ruining his reputation.
Okay, EPM, I'm going to drop and give your boxes back. I just want to clarify that. Thank you guys. I put comments. I did share it to May, by the way, and ask her to come clarify that.
Yeah, we could have Mamie in here because that's what was said. It was said that Mamie cleared him.
Let's badger me. Why didn't I bring the receipts when I to wreck it? When he started setting with them, first of all,
He did.
I just assumed that because Monster sat with May, that Monster knew, right? It's not my place to come into a group trying to wreck shit up, right? Because then I'd have been to blame. It wasn't a discussion of topic. Understand, I sent the receipts when it started being brought up. That simple.
Listen, I just found out 2 days ago the motherfucker had fucking an STD, genital warts or whatever. I don't fucking know. This is how much I fucking pay attention.
But that's just it. We're not going to come out here and we're not going to blame one side or the other, right? We're not going to do that, right? We didn't know about it. We like I said, we heard about it. We it was false accusations and that's all we ever heard. We didn't know any better. But for you to come out there and say, well, we knew about it and he brought Box Lizard in, we got to go back and remember who brought Box Lizard in. Try really hard because it wasn't Corey. There's no way we would have backed it if we knew. There's no way. You're right, girl. We wouldn't have.
No.
And can I make something very clear that Monster said that, people were blaming Monster, Sassy, BFF. And nobody is blaming you guys at all.
None.
At
I
all.
never
Because
thought it was
I
their
don't
fault
think
either.
at all. So I don't know where they're getting this. Oh, you're blaming us? No. Box Lizard is to fucking blame for this shit.
That's right. I absolutely said in the live yesterday as well. I said, no, none of us, even people I'm pissed off with, had no idea. I did not know. I can't say for sure, but I'm going to say 85% sure that none of them knew. Because I can't see any of them agreeing to that and being allowed in personal chats and stuff if we knew. Listen, if we're going to hold Corey accountable for hurting girls' feelings, I'm pretty sure we would have called Box Lizard out if we knew, right? Like, that's a silly statement, right? Like, we're going to call Corey out for hurting girls' feelings, right? But we're not going to call Box Lizard out for doing something 100 times worse. That
And
to
I
me
will
sounds
say
ridiculous.
this. If people, and I think every single group is guilty of this. If
Yeah.
people that you've been fighting with are saying something about somebody, you're not going to listen to them. You're going to hear them, but you're really not going to listen to them. Why? Because the hate we all have for each other, or the dislike, it will shut down even wanting to work together or even bother just to listen. Because, well, we might have said they lied about something about us, or they might say, well, you guys lied about something about us. So that, even though May may have been screaming it, because there's animosity with May, we're not going to, yeah, whatever, May, whatever. The same with Gro, the same with Nicole, the same with us. Like, if people don't like the people that sat with Record, if Sassy's saying, listen, this motherfucker did this, that, and third, the people that don't like Sassy, they ain't going to listen to her. They're going to be like, whatever, bitch, whatever. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
And that's how people like Box Lizard get to slither in different fucking groups.
And listen, it really started being called out. I want to say the end of July, beginning of August, when May called him out for that other lady that Gro had mentioned.
I'm going to answer Sky Baby. Calling a single guy out for who he talks to is crazy work. Okay, you're absolutely right. But I'm going to clarify that as well. I called Corey out for a reason. It wasn't that he's in multiple women's DMs. I could give a fuck. He is single. You're absolutely right. Right? I said it was his country swag, and people have heard me say it 1,000 times. It's the way he talks to me compared to the way he talks to other women, right? He makes them feel like they're his one and only. He makes them feel like they're the most important thing to him. The way he talks is his country swag. That's all I can say, Absolutely, I called that out, right? Because you can't make them believe that you want to be with them and they're your one and only. Be honest from the get-go, and that's what I said. I said, be honest from the get-go, and that's what I said to Corey numerous times. You should have absolutely said to them, hey, man, like, I don't want a relationship, right? And then go. But to sit out here and say that we absolutely, that he's a predator, he's not. He's not. And it's funny that Box Lizard called him a predator, isn't it? Box Lizard. That's funny.
Well, it started getting ridiculous when other people who didn't like Corey, that weren't a part of the group that we sat with was calling him not only a predator, but a child predator and all this other shit, which was not fucking true. They were adding on to it. And this is how this fucking spiraled. And nobody stood up and said, wait a minute, we're pissed off. And Corey's wrong for trying to be a fuckboy or whatever, or leading women on. But the one thing he's not is no fucking child predator. And that's where the message gets lost, is when people want to add on to the story because they might have a grudge against this person or that person or Corey. I mean, at the end of the day, what's right is right. Call him up for being a fuckboy, whatever. There's a whole bunch of them around, but don't fucking add on to the story.
Oh man, I just wanted to clear up things that were. Yeah, we know you're still here. I just wanted to add, like, clear up the things that were said today because I just don't think it's right. We're not going to come out here and say that, you know, I left certain people and I'm gaslighting people and I need to stop. You wanted to bring it public, so we're public. Let's do this.
Brad, did who did they say? They said that EPM stole you.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
took him away.
you told me.
Nobody stole you.
Nobody stole me.
You made your own decision.
Yup.
It wasn't made for you.
Nope.
Okay.
I would just like, and that's what I said. I was going to clarify, right? Like, Brad, did you come into my DMs and talk to me about this?
Yes, I did.
Right? And did I tell you you had to come here or else you had to go there and pick a side?
Nope.
That's right. I told you you can make your own decisions and sit where you want. I am not anybody's parent, mother, leader. I don't care where people sit. I don't care where people hang out. I don't care who you sit with or who you talk with or what live you're in. I don't care. I said I was done talking about Corey because Ashley was out here wanting to show my friend's face. And she is anonymous. She threatened to show her face. And I thought that was more important than Corey's fuckboy stuff. Absolutely. I apologize if that hurt your feelings. I apologize that you agreed to disagree. But it didn't have to go this far just because I didn't agree with you. That's what's weird to me. I know you're still there, Corey. West.
Well, I don't think the split from the group, you know, me, in my opinion, I'm putting it 100% on Corey because it went beyond that. So no, it isn't just Corey. It was for me and a few other people. We just didn't want to get involved in real life friendships that were struggling and they were having disagreements. So we just bounced.
Oh.
And it just started to get more and more like a feeding frenzy type of thing, and the conspiracy theories and just it was too much. The punishment didn't fit the crime.
Yes. I'd also like to clarify something. Monster, you said to Karmatic, you need to sit down and shut the fuck up or something because I've been here for this long or whatever. You know, Monster, that I've been friends with Sassy and BFF and Russian and Michelle for 4 years, longer than I've been with you, Monster. And you didn't sit back and let us figure it out. You stuck your nose in it. So where did you sit down?
It's all about me.
Where did you sit down?
I kept trying to tell everybody, like, these real 3 and 4 year long friendships.
Yeah.
And y'all begging for y'all to fix them. And I was told I was emotionally manipulating people because it hurts
I'm gaslighting.
my heart to see
gaslighter.
friendships falling apart over, I don't know, a miscommunication, a disagreement on what was more important at the moment. Even to the point, right? I was talking to women, and Colby decided to put his, nose into the middle of it because I didn't want my friends to be shown because I know they're anonymous, right? And so I said to Ashley in EPM's live the other morning, Ashley, if I was to walk away, would you leave them alone? I was going to walk away from every one of you.
Wait. Yeah, you said, would you leave Michelle and Pablo alone?
Right.
You were going to leave
Left them
everybody.
alone if I walked away. I didn't want them to be shown. You damn right I would walk away from everybody to save those two women from being shown. So Colby said that was a bullshit reason, assuming that I'm in a private chat with Corey, which is not happening, and told me to pull up and he'll punch me in my fucking face. Then repeats to say, bring your bitch ass husband too. Do you know what? Most everybody, like Brad, dropped out of the call. But there was some, Shell, Russian, Box Lizard, and a couple others, I can't remember exactly who, that stayed in the call and said nothing. Mr. DV advocate himself, who can't advocate for damn thing, didn't say nothing to that man to correct his behavior. So I said what I said. You raise your hand to me, it's 2 to the chest and 1 to the dome. Karmatic saying, I stole it for a minute. And some other things. And I dropped out of the call. And I said, boot me. So he booted me. Shell added me back. And it proceeded. But one thing for certain and 2 things for sure. I wasn't having a conversation with men. I was having a conversation with the ladies.
Gigi, she stole my unicorn.
You made my choice for me. You assumed that we were in a whole nother chat. EPM made a chat because we were accused of it.
I did.
Did I have a chat with my peeps? Absolutely. Right? Just like everybody has their I guess you would say, like EPM has a chat with Karma and Leanne. Everybody knows that. They're real life friends. They go on vacation or holiday, whatever they call it. They've been on that together, right? So they have a chat. Well, I have the same chat. There's about 5 of us in there, but it's the same chat. Them super close friends. I didn't know
Now
all my
we're all
friends
together.
We're absolutely all together, but I didn't know all my friends were walking away. You guys over there knew as much as I knew. They all said they were taking a break. I was giving them a couple days. Then I was going to, reach out because sometimes people need a couple days to gather their thoughts.
It was a lot. It was a lot. It was draining. It was a lot. Like, I don't understand why they thought that this would be easy for people who aren't our closeness, right? I have said numerous times, we will fight it out in the comments, in a private chat. Me and Karma have got in numerous fights and we're still friends. It was a lot, and it's a lot for people to see, right? We're not agreeing. We're going to fight and argue.
Right.
You know what I mean?
A monster. I have known the silly girls before your bitch ass even came over to the side when they were the piggy corns. Even when I was on the opposite side, of them. I have watched these females, the original silly girls, which you are not. I'm talking Sassy, Karma, EPM, Shell, Pablo, BFF, the original
Russian.
Russian. For 3-4 years, they have stood in solidarity side by side, not just with TikTok shit. And believe me, they went through some shit on this app because of Mac. But real life shit that they were there for each other. And the one thing out of every group that I have seen on this app, no matter what side you were on, you would have never known these guys would be tearing each other's head off in private because they never brought it to an app. These were strong-minded women that had difference of opinions because they all had different personalities.
Until Monster
But
bought
you
it
would,
today.
yeah, they never did this to each other at all. If they had disagreements, they might not talk to each other for a few days, but they never did this until outside the add-ons, as I was calling them, amping shit up, thinking that what, their role in the group was going to be moved up because what, EPM's not there, this person's not there. So I have watched them for a very long time, and they've gone through hell in this app. And even when nobody believed them about Mac or gave a shit,
That
they stuck
right.
as one.
Look,
You were
Lisa
never
said
around, Monster, to see this shit. So don't act like, oh my God, like it's all about me and I'm the original silly girl and I'm the one who created Wreck-It. You're full of shit.
Lisa Keller, I didn't even know you guys had a falling out until Monsters Live today, and that's exactly it. People asked me yesterday, and I said, we just have a difference of opinion. I wasn't bringing it public. I wasn't. You're absolutely right, right? I'm not bringing it public. But I'm not going to allow somebody to go on a live and start talking trash about me and lie about me and not tell the whole truth, right? None of you checked on me. None of you came to me and said, hey, what's your side? Hey, what's going on? Why do you not want to go after Corey anymore? Why do you just ask me a simple question? None of you did. I had a call. Everybody agreed. I turned around. I went to work. I come back and I'm being attacked like I had done something wrong. I wonder why that is. I wonder what was said. I'm curious what was said, right? Because I left for work. I said, okay, you guys still want to keep talking about it. That's fine. I'll just dip out of this chat. I stayed in the closed chat. I did. And then I was attacked about it. And I was at work. I had 1,000 text messages. No, let's be real. I had probably 50 text messages. I had things wrote in that chat, and then I was booted. And if you didn't like it, you could kick rocks. But nobody asked me. Nobody came to me. And you guys are supposed to be my friends as well. I guess it's right?
Well, I mean,
I
you
will
know,
never be.
I was asked, who do you think you are, Karmatic? I'm Karmatic. I'm the 0.6 in the 1.6 billion people on this app. But when I'm not, is a desperate pick-me bitch like you, because I ain't never put Wreck-It in my name. I ain't never put no fucking silly girl in my name. Hell, I didn't even rock Nicole James and Gross hashtag of NNN. I have always been Karmatic. Never had to follow the fucking grain to fit in.
Push a kid.
your mom said to go to her.
We can hear you, Rodeo Mom. We can hear
It was,
you.
huh?
We can hear you.
I was just telling my granddaughter her mom said to come.
I
I
mean,
was like, we can hear you.
Don't mute me. And then it was said, in the the live a little bit. We won't have to hear her say, well, I wasn't by my phone. You guys know damn good and well, because you set in calls with me day in and day out, that I am busy. I take care of a toddler all day long.
Wait a
You know,
sec. You,
I don't pack my phone.
you know what
He
my
gets beat
favorite
up
was?
by a toddler every day, all day
You know what
long.
my favorite was though? Oh, I guess Barbie was right. I guess Ashley was right about rhodium. I love
Huh.
those. I love
I
that for
guess
them.
Brittany was right.
I guess Brittany was right. I love that for you guys. So when Ashley decides to show Pablo's face, I guess she was right.
Yeah, I mean,
Crazy that it's here. It's
when you guys
crazy
threw
that
me in
it's
that
here.
jump chat
Okay,
with the
babe.
people that was in there, you were
Thanks,
arguing
Erica.
with yourself. I wasn't going to argue the same thing I've been arguing in calls for 3 days. But you know what hurt? Those of you that stayed in that call that heard Colby say that, not a one of you reached out to me in private. Not a one. To say, hey, I'm sorry you said that. Are you okay? Are
How
you all
about
right?
wait a sec. Why not holding him accountable and say, hey, that's not okay? Because I've had him in my box and he said something that wasn't okay, and I'd be like, Colby, no, it's not okay. What happened to that? What happened to holding somebody accountable when they say something that's not okay? Oh, I get it. I get it. The anger
EPM
towards
is respectful. And the thing is EPM will hear everybody out on all sides and then form her own opinion.
I just hope that the core of you, EPM, the original ones, the ones that I named, can move past this. It probably will never be the same friendship as you had before, but I hate seeing this out of the one group that has been so solid. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that the friendship is going to be like it was before, because I've never seen the silly girls like this. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna
And
tell
I
you
just
something.
really hope that maybe after some time that there will be a conversation. You know, that's what I hope.
You, I agree, Russian. Look, what do you mean? Me and Danny both said stop. Stop what? Exactly. Like, listen, I know the side characters are keeping this going. I know that because I listen. If you guys don't know that people private chat me, I absolutely know this. I know the side characters are keeping this going. You know, and when you guys find out that some of those people lied
Mm.
to start this fight, I don't know. You know, what are you gonna do then?
Nope, Russian. Nope. When Colby said that, nobody said a damn thing to him. Nobody said nothing. You might have told him to stop after I left the call. You might have done that. But nobody said nothing to him when he was saying it to me twice. I meant what I said. I wish he
Hi, just
would.
Katie.
Because not a damn man one will ever put their hands on me in an aggressive manner and walk away from it. Okay?
I wasn't in the call, so I can't say if they did or they didn't. I just said what happened to people saying that's not okay, right? I wasn't in that call.
No, there was quite a few when it started. They dropped. They dropped out of the call, and I understand why. You know, some of them, it might bring up some PTSD. Some of them, you know, it might bring up childhood memories. Whatever the case is, it's not my business. They absolutely dropped. But I didn't expect not near a woman to say nothing to us.
Russian, that is true. Sorry,
But
I just
that
had to
voice
laugh
of
at that.
reason.
Russian has had IT problems for
Yes.
like the last 2-3
Half
weeks.
the time you guys ignore it, can't hear me. Yes, absolutely. I'd have to agree with that.
She does it lately. She got mad the one day she was having IT problems with her
Yeah.